All righty. Good morning, everybody. This is David Wayne at American Independent Marketing, and it is a pleasure to invite everybody to this webinar this morning. We're really excited. I have a couple of housekeeping items I want to cover first before we get started. First and foremost, we have a very, very large group of people joining us on this webinar, so we are going to mute the phones through the presentation. At the end, we are going to try to open it up for questions, but if it gets crazy because we've got such a large group, we'll have to shut that down. But in the meantime, on the right-hand side, you will have a tool that you can type in questions during the presentation, and we have people standing by that will be able to answer those questions. So with that being said, let's get started here. And I'm telling you, we are absolutely excited about this product that we have looked at and brought on here at AIM. And the reason that we have gotten so much attention on this product is simply this, is that we have been the leader in long-term care for years and years, since the early 80s, and still have a lot of passion for long-term care. But we've had some challenges with long-term care over those years, and I think all of you that have dealt in the long-term care arena have felt those challenges too. So we brought on some additional products over those years to help with those challenges, and that is including linked products. But again, bringing on those linked type products, there's been challenges with those. The complexity of those types of products have definitely not gotten the attention that we thought we would get out of them. Although we have seen sales on those markets, it's just not taken off like we expected it to. Then about a month ago, we ran across with Minnesota Life and saw that they introduced a new product, and we all of a sudden said, wow, this is going to hit the mark of the challenges that we have seen in our LTC world and in the linked world too. And seriously, it is got two components that would really stand out, and that is simple and guarantees. That's what we're going to do today, and I've got a guest with me today that's going to go through, and together we're going to give this presentation today and point out the advantage of this product that is going to give you the guarantees that you're looking for and the simplicity of a product that you'll be able to present this program in 10 minutes, and yourself and your clients will understand this product and be able to value it and see the value in it, and you will see sales like you haven't seen in some time. My guest today is Jenny Dordenton from Minnesota Life. She's a senior life product consultant. And Jenny, I'd like to pass it over to you for now.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dave, and thanks to, I want to just throw a thank you out to AIM for letting me get in front of you folks today. I've been I spend a lot of my time working with actuaries in the product development realm, and we've been working on this product for the last year, and I finally get out and actually talk about it with people, so I'm really excited to do that. So I'm glad AIM has latched onto this, and I really do hope that you find this product valuable in your practices. So I'm going to just talk, and David, please, I just want to throw out, just jump in whenever you want during this presentation and stop me and add whatever I'm missing, okay?
Oh, absolutely, I will.
Okay. Okay, so just quickly, I'm going to just talk a little bit, make sure people know who Minnesota Life is, and talk a little bit about the opportunity and kind of what led us to CareShield and what got us to this great product I'm going to tell you about. Then I'm going to get into some of the, I'll call them the usha-busha details about the product, and then I'm just going to touch on how you get started, okay? So first of all, if you haven't heard of us, we have been here for quite a while. Minnesota Life has been here for over 135 years. We are a highly rated insurance company and have over $1 trillion of life insurance in force. The reason that that is important is because I'm about to tell you about a product that has a whole lot of guarantees built into it, and I want you to feel good about it. I don't want you to feel like you can't trust these guarantees. We feel really good about being able to provide these guarantees in this product, and you should know that we are a highly rated company. We have a 93 Comdex, and we wouldn't be providing guarantees if we didn't feel like we could do it. So just to kind of get us in the mindset of morphing through the progress of how CareShield was created. First of all, you guys know this better than anything, but just a couple stats here I'm going to throw out. So every day, more than 10,000 baby boomers are reaching age 65. Next year, 50% of our adult population is going to be over the age of 50. And these are the folks who generally have the disposable income, as we know. 80%, this one is a little staggering, 80% of folks over age 65 will have at least one chronic condition during their lifetime. This is such an important fact that I don't think that the general population is aware of. And we know that this market is underinsured and that the opportunities for this coverage are huge and the need is huge. So what has been the landscape so far in this kind of long-term care or chronic illness space to basically fill this need? At one time, the only option for clients to protect this need was to purchase standalone long-term care insurance policies. These products are great products. They are the most comprehensive long-term care coverage out there, as you all probably know. We have distribution partners who sell these products who tell us that they run into some objections sometimes from clients. This is what we did when we tried to figure out how to create this product. What are the objections that you're running into? Mostly, the biggest objection is that these products are not guaranteed. Clients worry about future rate increases. And in addition, it's a little bit of a hard sell when it has that if you don't use it, you lose it attached to it. So they know if I don't use this coverage, if I don't end up ever having a chronic illness or a long-term care event, then nobody gets anything. So our industry sort of over time responded to these objections, and they came out with these linked benefit products, which, I'll throw out as kind of like the MoneyGuard type product. These are great products as well, but these products are generally marketed and sold as this asset transfer product. So this product hits the wealthier market or the clients who have higher assets. It did help with those objections, right? It provided some guarantees, and at least it pays something if they don't use the benefits for long-term care, but it only hit that kind of high net worth client. It didn't really hit that middle market client that a lot of folks in the middle market have the same concerns. They have the same need, but they don't have $50,000 or $100,000 laying around to transfer into a product like this to provide the linked benefit, the long-term care coverage. So then our industry responded again. And life insurance carriers started adding these riders to life insurance policies. They added riders. They either called them a chronic illness rider or a long-term care rider. And these are good products as well. However, because these products are added to life insurance policies, the non-life insurance advisor out there, the person who isn't necessarily focused on selling life insurance, has a harder time with these products because they're complicated. I don't know, so people like who sell long-term care coverage primarily, or health insurance, or P&C insurance, they're not life insurance experts, and these products can be kind of intimidating and complicated. Oftentimes they're on variable chassis or indexed account chassis, and they have lots of different living benefits and different kinds of death benefits, and it can be sort of confusing. So we lose some of our distribution friends when we start talking about these riders. So it's important to point out, I just want to pause for a minute and point out that we are not positioning CareShield against any of these great products. What we're trying to do with this product is provide you another choice, a product that you can pivot to in your practices if you run into some of these objections, right? So now I'm just going to get into a little bit of why is CareShield different.
And Jenny, before you do that, just
Sure.
a little comment that I'd like to make here is what Jenny just went through there is very important, because it is exactly what we have experienced with not only the linked products and the hybrids and the life with the chronic riders. There are two real reasons that stand out that we haven't seen the infusion of that business and the success with it as much as we all thought it would be, is just because of the confusing factor of these types of products, and that it's a limited market because most of them are on a single pay option, which not all the clients can afford that. Definitely there are clients out there. There are some good options out there, but that's why we haven't seen the amount of sales that we all kind of expected on those areas of those types of products. And I'm not going to steal Jenny's thunder, but I am going to make sure that everyone pays attention to this part of it. Is some of the people that we've tried to market these products to just didn't like them because of the chronic rider. Well, there's a new chronic definition out there that Minnesota Life has got, and when she goes through that, I want you to pay attention to it because it makes it even stronger than ever before. Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay, so this is categorized as a fixed universal life product. It is packaged for you so that you don't have to think of it as kind of a turnkey packaged approach to these benefits. Where it doesn't offer a lot of these options. It just the idea is everything we went for here is to be simple. So it is a simple product with built-in chronic illness benefits and terminal illness benefits. Benefits in this product are going to be provided regardless if they ever require care. So what we mean by that is something is always guaranteed in this product, and I'll get into that in a little more detail in a minute. If a client does go have a chronic illness event or a terminal illness event and take some of these benefits, they can use the money for any purpose without having to provide evidence of expenses. The definition here is a cash indemnity plan, so we use the same chronic illness definition that the industry uses, which is, in general, which is the 2 out of 6 activities of daily living that somebody can't perform or a severe cognitive impairment. And it does have a 90-day elimination period, and then once you're through that, clients can start collecting this and once they're approved. So we don't get involved with the care. They can be having informal care just at home from family members or whatever. And this is an important distinction. The condition does not have to be permanent. We did not file this product with a permanency requirement. So this chronic illness benefit can pay out without that permanent diagnosis.
Which is huge.
That's a big one. This product is going to offer the continuous pay option. So again, trying to hit that middle market that those linked benefit products may not be hitting today. The premium rates are guaranteed for life, never to increase. This offers a built-in return of premium feature, which I'm going to explain more about in a bit. And you do not have to have that LTC continuing education or licensing requirement since we filed this as a chronic illness rider.
And another big thing about that is as the challenges in the LTC industry have been going through all these years, a lot of people have gotten out of selling long-term care and they've let their CEs going. So this is going to open up the marketplace back to those people that they don't have to go get their CEs, that they let them go. And even for the people that have never said, hey, I don't want to spend the time to go get that, I'm not going to sell that much long-term care. This opens up that market to you guys too, that you can continue business the way you have been and don't have to get any additional CEs. So that's a big thing. Good.
Okay, so these are those objections that I was talking about earlier. CareShield may be for you and or your client if, during this sale, your client is concerned about potential premium increases that the standalone long-term care may pose. If they want to get some kind of benefit no matter what, you're having problems with the whole use it or lose it thing. If they want something very simple and easy to understand, and I'm going to show you in a minute how you can sit down with a client with literally one-page picture and show them how this product works. That's how simple it is. If your client wants that option to get their money back in case their needs change, because this does have a built-in return of premium option, not something, again, this is all built-in, pre-packaged, turnkey stuff. These aren't additional choices that cost more money or anything. It's all built in. If your client may be looking for that continuous pay option and not that asset transfer thing that we were talking about. Okay, some CareShield highlights here. So face amounts. The face amounts here are between $50,000 and $500,000. Again, we're trying to remember that middle market that I'm talking about. Built-in living benefits for chronic illness. Through this benefit, they can accelerate up to 4% of their face amount per month if they qualify. They can take less if they wish and just extend their pool longer, but the contract is written that they can take up to 4%. It also has a built-in terminal illness benefit. So if a client has this policy and they were diagnosed with 12 months or less to live, they could come in and accelerate all of the death benefit with the exception of $10,000 if they'd like to during their lifetime and take that money during their lifetime. Has the built-in return of premium feature. Guaranteed benefits. All of these benefits are guaranteed and built in, remember, not choices. Continuous pay, guaranteed premiums. This product is offering, so we will offer, this is a fully underwritten product, so it does have to go through underwriting. We are offering preferred rates, standard rates, and we have 7 table ratings available. So we go all the way down to a table H, as in Harry, on this product. 1 rating for all, for life and chronic illness kind of blended together. We're providing 1 rating. And we are this product is only available on our online application that we have available on our website, which, again, you're going to find so easy and simple. Remember, our approach here was easy and simple. We created an online application that you can just click into and answer questions with your client and apply. And I'll show you where that's in a minute as well.
And Jenny, just want to give people a real good idea. Since we've gotten involved with Minnesota Life, and we've actually even seen some sales on this, and it's just been a very short period of time, so we're really excited about it. But where we feel this product, I'd like to give you a little more insight on where we feel this product fits. We feel it fits in that ages 50 to 65 really well. We've already seen sales out of that area, but we really do believe that in that area we see the 50 to 65 market being where the bulk of the sales we'll see the sales on. On the 4%, boy, I'll tell you what, with all the different products that I've seen out there and that type of thing, it's straightforward, straight 4% cash benefits. It allows you to take less to stretch out the plan longer if you want to, but what we're trying to do here is just keep things as simple as possible, and your client will be able to understand that, hey, they take a $100,000 policy, 4% of that is going to be $4,000. That's what they're going to get on a monthly benefit for their long-term care services. If they did $200,000, it's going to be $8,000. It's that simple. The living benefits are just really nice. That return of premium options, Jenny's going to go a little bit further on that. There's a couple of options there, but the whole bottom line about that return of premium option is to get a peace of mind if they take this out. We don't even, hopefully don't get them to use it, but if they need it, it's absolutely there. Jenny has said earlier that people hate that, what if I don't use it feel. We're trying to give them that feel that they don't have to worry about it. They can get that benefit, a living benefit, a death benefit if that doesn't work, and then if they just for some reason don't need it, they're going to have a return of premium where they can get 100% of their benefits. On top of that, that we've all heard about, which is rate increases. We've taken that completely off the table and guaranteed those rates for the life of the policy, so we don't ever have to worry about that. Now, one last little comment on this is the underwriting. This is going to be fully underwritten, just like Jenny said. But the nice thing is that it's got a preferred rate, a standard rate, and all the way up to 7 table classes, up to H is what they use. That's not going to mean that the underwriting is going to be easier. It's just means that it's going to have some of the potential to get something maybe that you couldn't with how tight the underwriting's gotten in the LTC world and other insurance products. So we do have that. Our online app, we're going to spend as much time to make everybody comfortable if they're not using online apps. So don't be at all intimidated by that, because we're going to do webinars on it. We're going to do hand holding on that to make everyone comfortable if they're not using it. If you are using online apps, guess what? This is one of the easiest ones that you'll ever experience with. Jenny, I'd like to get it back to you.
Sure. Okay, so this is that picture I'm talking about. We've created a one-pager here that is in all of the marketing material. It's actually also in the illustration or the quote that the quote output that you would provide for this client. And this is that nice one-pager that I explained. You should be able to sit down with your client and explain how this product works. It's that simple. Basically, it shows that as long as you pay your premium, that's on the top, as long as you pay your premium, one of four things here is guaranteed to happen. Either we will pay the death benefit out, guaranteed for life, because you'll die. You will have a chronic illness event, and we will pay you up to 4% of your death benefit per month, and you can exhaust your whole face amount if you wish. You will have a terminal illness event and be diagnosed with 12 months or less to live, and you can accelerate all but $10,000 of your face amount if you wish, up to that amount or less. Or you will decide to take your money and go, and at the 15-year mark, we will offer the client 50% of their premiums paid back. At the 20-year mark, we're giving them 75% of their premiums paid back. And at the 25-year mark, we will give them 100% of their premiums paid back, if they wish. So this is that visual. David already kind of alluded to this. This just gives you a visual of how much face amount you can purchase and what you're providing with the 4% chronic illness benefit built in. This product, like I said, you can take less if you wish to extend it longer. This product is subject to the IRS per diem limit, so it only allows you to take up to that amount. So if your 4% is more than the IRS per diem, the client will be limited to the IRS per diem amount, just to make sure you know that. Keep in mind, one of the things that people have asked us about with this product is that this product might also be able to be used with your existing clients that you might have. Think about business where maybe you've sold them some long-term care coverage in the past, and maybe it's a lower amount as costs get higher. People are looking at this product to maybe layer on coverage as well. So it doesn't have to be an all or none. It can be a layering effect as well. Because of this kind of smaller face amounts, you can sort of add coverage as you go with this product.
Great idea, Jenny.
Okay, so these are the marketing materials that we either have or will have very soon available. We have created a client brochure that you can, order or contact AIM, and they will get you some if you wish. Very soon we will have a consumer PowerPoint ready. This is something that we have been asked for from some of our distribution partners who maybe do, client seminars in their local communities. We wanted to be able to create something that they could take out and show people. So that will be out on the website very soon. So within the next couple of weeks, I would say that'll be available. And we have different advisor materials available for you to review as well.
And we've received some of those supplies, and I'm telling you, it's top-notch. Minnesota Life does it right. I'm telling you, they're nice materials. They don't hold back. It's very impressive. You go sit down with a client, you're going to be able to show them very nice materials to explain this product. And the nice thing is it's such a simple product, it doesn't take long to be able to go through it.
Yeah, they're pretty short and sweet. We really tried to make everything as short and sweet as possible, as easy as possible for you guys. Okay, so here's currently where we sit with state approvals. We have not yet filed. We've filed the product in every state except New York at this point. I would expect us to file there sometime early in 2017. We have not yet received approval we don't have the product available yet, I should say, in California, Florida, or Delaware. We have recently received state approval from Delaware, so that one will be available very shortly if you sell in Delaware. I would assume within the next couple of weeks that one will be ready to go. California and Florida, we're still waiting for the approvals for. So those states you'll still have to sit tight for a bit, but they have been filed, and now we're just waiting to hear. Or I want to make you guys aware of a sales incentive that Minnesota Life has put out for this product. Through the end of the year, if anybody sells and places and pays for 2 CareShield products by the end of the year, we will provide you with a $300 Visa gift card. And if you close 3 cases by the end of the year, we'll give you a $500 Visa gift card. So just a little, incentive to get going, look at the materials, figure out where you can maybe fit this into your practice, and maybe get something closed by the end of the year.
And Jenny, if I may jump in there, makes me a little nervous is because I see the amount of people that are on this webinar, but hey, guess what? We're all in. We're so excited about this program, we're going to boost it up a little bit. What we're going to do is at the end of this webinar, you will receive a email from me or one of the marketers at the office, and we are going to go ahead in the first 30 days. We'll send out a contract, benefit highlight, go through a couple of things for you so that you got a good understanding on this plan, and we're going to offer an extra $100 for if you write a piece of business within the first 30 days from this webinar. So that's actually $600. Now, first and foremost, the $500 is very generous for just 3 apps. But now we're throwing in an extra $100, which is a total of $600. You will be able to go to the end of the year to get that $500, but you're going to get an extra $100 if you do business from within the 30 days of this webinar. So I'd like you guys to take advantage of that, and boy, we'd like to see everyone on here take advantage of that.
Okay, great. So now just a few things about logistics here. To either look at some information about the product and look at the quoting system and or the application system for this, you need to register for access for our website. Now, we make this really simple for you. You do not have to be appointed to register for access. So just be aware of that. And all you have to do is in our website, just find that CareShield page, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So our website directly, if you want to register for access, is lifecenter.minnesotalife.com. But AIM has been gracious enough to actually put a CareShield/Minnesota Life link out on their website. So you don't even have to remember our website if you don't want to. Just go to your AIM website and actually click on that. That will bring you directly into our website, and you do just have to go through a very short registration process. Just fill in a few fields. Again, you don't have to worry about being appointed. If and when you get appointed, we'll update your registration appropriately. You just need to get out there and look at it. So once you get in, you'll see this CareShield page, again, in the spirit of trying to make this as simple as possible for you, because I know Minnesota Life is a big company and we have a lot of different information on our website. We tried to put everything you need on one page called the CareShield product page. So once you get to this CareShield product page, you should be able to find everything you need. Now, if you'll bear with me 1 minute, I'm just going to pop out of here and go into that and show you just highlight a few things that I think you will be interested in. So again, this is our home page. Sorry. So right from our home page here, you can find right in the middle of the screen, there's a CareShield information, and this is that CareShield page I'm talking about. Very simple, brief explanation. Here is where we go to request a quote, which I'm going to show you in a minute how easy it is to quote a case on here. And this apply for coverage button is the application I told you about. Now this application, again, you can go in here even if you're not appointed yet, and you can bop around and look at it, and you'll see how very simple it is. We even allow for same-time appointments. So if you actually have a case and you can get with a client before you get appointed with us, you can go ahead and submit this online application and submit your, AIM will help you get you appointed, and you can do that at the same time. but you don't have to wait for that process to be done before applying. So we want to encourage people to start applying, especially with that sales incentive out there, right? Okay, so down here at the bottom of the page, you'll find some tabs: client advisor materials, client materials, and this training tab are the ones. And this will be a living, breathing thing. You know, over time, more and more materials may come out. You know, will come out here. But there are some things out here right now. One in particular, I'd like, if you're gonna look into the policy, I just want to point out, it's a really nice piece. Is this CareShield underwriting guide here? For those of you who maybe have attempted to sell life insurance fast or do sell life insurance, you know that underwriting can be part of the complicated part of life insurance. And underwriting guides are typically, I mean, 30, 40, I've even seen them 50 pages long because they have so much information in them. We have pared down and tried to create a simple underwriting guide for you. I believe it's 6 pages long. That just gives you, you know, height, weight charts, talks about high level the process of going through underwriting. It's very simple, and there's also that kind of, I guess, what you might call a knockout list in there of conditions that won't get approved for chronic illness. So, you know, so that you know ahead of time, don't even apply. There are some of those, just like there are in the long-term care space. But remember, we do go down to the table H, so we probably have less of those than maybe you're used to. Okay, so I just want to quickly show you how easy it is to quote a case here. If you'll just bear with me, I promise I'm almost done.
Jenny, while you're getting there, I would like to say a couple of things. First, I just learned that Minnesota Life, this is beyond what I'm used to with carriers, have set up a dedicated underwriter for this product alone. So you're going to have someone that's paying special attention for this product, which makes it nice. It sets it aside from some of the other products that they do, and it's going to be able to get special attention. The other thing is as she does this quote here, you will see when she does the quote, the illustration page. I think this is one of the key factors of this product being a win-win-win situation, and that is if any of you have sold life insurance before, you go to those pages that show all those different columns of guarantees and projected cash values and stuff. You're not going to see that on this quote page. You're going to see what the premium is, you're going to see what the death benefit is, and you're going to see what the living benefit is, and that's it. All those columns go away, and no reason for them, because we have the return of premium option that is that's where all these premiums go to, is to the return of premium, to the living benefit, to the life insurance benefit. It's not about building cash values. It's not about having cash values. It's about giving the clients what they need, a peace of mind that if they die, which we all know we will someday, they get a benefit. If they need long-term care services, they've got a benefit there. If for some reason that they don't want this plan down the road, they have a way to get their money back. So really straightforward. Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay, so just by clicking on that request a quote button, it's going to bring you right here. We have, again, created just something called a CareShield simple quote, because, again, we're trying to make this as simple as possible for you guys. All you do is go in here, and I'm just going to fake a case here. Let's just say we're sitting in front of a 55-year-old female who is, you know, we're going to guess is maybe, you know, healthy and at a preferred rate. We basically give you, you know, 2 fields here for solves, and we've made it that simple. You can either fill in the face amounts you want to apply for and request us and ask us to calculate the no lapse guarantee premium for you, or you can fill in the premium amount, the annual premium amount, and we will quote how much face amount we can provide for that. So in this case, I'm just going to assume, you know, she wants a $150,000 face amount, and that she's just going to pay her premium on a monthly basis going forward. And we've got this little quote tab. So you can use this to quickly quote a premium for somebody if you'd like. So we can see that the annual premium amount for that much coverage will be $2,684. With, you know, that's a monthly of $223.66 here. And this is what David was talking about. When I run the illustration, again, you may be used to illustrations being much more complicated in the life insurance space, so we have tried really hard to pare this down to the minimum amount of pages that our regulators will allow. An illustration in the life insurance world is required when you sell one of these products. You do have to get this signed by the client, so there is a lot of regulation around it. But again, we put this cover page here, this very simple summary for you up front, so that you can show a client exactly what you're, in a very simple way, what you're selling them here. So as you can see, this is a female who's 55, preferred. She's buying a $150,000 face amount if she dies. If she has a chronic illness event, she can accelerate up to $6,000 per month until her full face amount is exhausted if she'd like. If she has a terminal illness event, she can accelerate up to $140,000. She has to leave the $10,000 for her death if that happens. Her annual premium is $2,683.92, which $223.66 is her monthly premium. And then here's her return of premium built-in benefit at the 15th year, the 20th year, and the 25th policy year that we will give back if she wants out. And then if you just go a little bit further, there's that page again, that one pager that I said is that nice. You can sit down with the client and just show them that one page and explain everything or how this product works with just one simple picture. And this is what David was alluding to. We've taken all the different columns and numbers out and made this, again, as simple as possible so that it just shows the minimum amount that the regulars will require us to show. It's only showing guarantees here. Everything is guaranteed. So, nice and simple. And so that's what I wanted to show you guys today. David, you want to take it over? Are you on mute?
Sorry about that. I was going on there. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Jenny. As you saw this presentation, I think you see the common theme, which is simplicity and guarantees. And why we're so excited about it is we think that we found a tool for producers and advisors to use, that it will be easy to make a presentation, won't take an hour and a half to sit down with a client. It will be something that they can evaluate really easy for themselves and see the value in it, and you will see a lot of sales. We are about a month into this thing, and we think that by the end of the year that everyone will have a good understanding of this product, but be using it on a regular basis. I even think that this is a product, if you do life insurance quite a bit, it's a product that you could sell just alone and meet the MDRT qualification with this product. That's how popular this thing's going to be. What I'd like to do is try opening up those phones, see if we can get questions. I know that people have been typing in questions and we've been answering it as that is, but I'd like to open it up and see if it doesn't go too bad and get some questions answered. So Dave, if you wouldn't mind opening up the phones. Okay, I think that we've got them open. If anyone has a ask, please respect each other, and we'll see if we can get some questions answered. Does anyone have a question? I don't hear one. So I think it's so simple that everyone gets it, and we will for attending. And if there's any other questions, please get a hold of us and expect a letter from us, an email from us with the information I said we will get to you. It'll either be a person from myself, marketers here at AIM, and we really do want to thank you for joining us and looking into this product. Jenny, I can't say very much for giving us this presentation today.
Thanks a lot for you guys. Thanks. Wow.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.